Yo guys, a subscriber of mine gave me a great idea. He said that I should review a video about how they train people in the military. I found a random one about the Marines. Let's do it.
Louder! Louder! You're not screaming at me! I can't hear you, man. Drop.
Okay, so the video starts with a guy abusing the other one severely by screaming at him, and he even has a gas mask on so that he can't breathe properly. Even more abuse and torture, or what? Oh my god. Okay, so it's worse than a horror movie. Oh, cool.
This is Marine Corps Boot Camp in Parris Island, South Carolina.
No, these are slaves who were brought in to learn how to die for their country, which doesn't exist. That's why their hair is shaved off. And they got like 20 different things, those things which I won't mention on YouTube. They get a lot of them when they join the military. That makes them even more special. Yeah, look at it. It's the first sign of slavery, a shaved head. Or, okay, their heads are not shaved, it's buzz cuts. They're cut very short. I think that they sometimes shave them, I don't know. No, usually they actually use the machine, I think, whatever. At the end of the day, same thing. Their hair is pretty much gone. It's supposed to really highlight to you and to everybody around you that you're a slave, you're nothing, you're worthless. Because the men in nature, the leaders, they all always had long hair. It really showed masculinity, power. That's how true men always looked like. The kings, everybody.
Before they become United States Marines, all recruits have to graduate from the Marine
Man, those guys look like they're 16 years old or something.
Corps' 13-week basic training program, which tests them physically and psychologically.
No, I feel sorry for you.
It's a pressure cooker for 12 weeks. Under the pressure of an intimidating drill instructor, someone that's putting you in a...
But these guys who teach them are completely mental themselves. Who goes around looking like that, screaming like that? I know that it's partly acting, but still, you're doing it. It's not for a movie, you're really there. Usually there's no camera. You're really there abusing people. That's usually because they went through the abuse themselves, and usually over 90% of the time an abuser was abused themselves. That's why they abuse others. A human that grows up happy and healthy doesn't go around abusing others. Something needs to happen to you to do that to other people. It's a sort of indirect revenge because they feel this pain inside. And usually because people today don't get the revenge on the people that they want to, they end up just abusing other random people. They were abused in this place, so they abuse other people in the boot camp. Yeah.
The scrutiny of attention to detail every single day. And to a certain degree, everything you do is never going to be good enough.
Everything at boot camp sucks. It's going to hurt, it's going to be painful, but it's only going to hurt more if you look
Yeah. Nice. Women also nowadays. Yeah. Cool.
at it that way.
Around!
It's boot camp, and it's supposed to prepare you for the challenges that lie beyond.
Also, I didn't mention you could see pretty bad dark eye circles on the guy because of the constant stress. Make no mistake, this is supposed to ruin you. If humans had a soul, it's basically there to take your soul away, to just make you into a machine. People today are already machines and robots.
People in this day and age are brainwashed and programmed like a computer at being nothing more than puppets.
But this place is really supposed to just destroy you completely so that you're just nothing. Yeah, just you're hollow.
Spent 5 days at Parris Island, where we saw different companies at
Also interesting that you usually don't see good-looking guys. There's probably exceptions to everything anyway, but for the most part, it's usually guys who are completely lost. They feel like they will never have a family or a normal life anyway, so they just join the military.
various stages of training.
You will not run, you will walk. Get on the yellow footprints right now. Aye, sir. You will do what you told to do. What?
Yeah, at best you have some kind of average guys, I guess. But it's understandable still. Well, I wanted to point it out.
And you told to do it, and without question. Do you understand?
You're just gonna do what you're told to do without any questions. So just like a robot, a machine, not human. A human being has his own intuition, instinct, he thinks for himself, he does whatever is good for him. You as a slave, and this is the ultimate slavery, are supposed to do what they tell you without any questioning.
On day 1 of boot camp, new recruits arrive at the receiving barracks, where they take their first steps toward becoming Marines by walking through these silver hatches, symbolizing the threshold between the outside world and Parris Island.
You walk through these silver hatches once and never again. You understand? Aye, sir.
Once inside, recruits are processed and assigned their platoons.
Yes, ma'am! I knew you were told to come with your hands down! Put it up in a button, button.
After
Women, I guess, can keep their hair, but they have to put it in a bun to also just lose any kind of real human qualities. As much as possible, obviously. It's so that you are not seen as a human by them, so that they can really abuse you. It makes it easier to abuse you. But of course, you are also supposed to see the other people with you as slaves, and you, especially yourself, when you look in the mirror, you're supposed to realize that you're nothing.
Graduation, Marines commit to a minimum of 4 years of service. Upon entering the Corps, an entry...
Why does anybody join this? I know some people from many years ago who joined such places. Yeah, people who are lost, who don't want to go to school, who can't because of finances. You get free healthcare and all kinds of benefits, of course, because you're serving a country which doesn't exist, the people behind it. That's what you're supposed to believe, that you're serving your country. In reality, you're serving rich people, and they will send you to die whenever they want to. Send you on their missions to get oil for them and whatnot. Just whatever they need. You're just their slaves, servants.
Level private will earn around $20,000 a year.
Sit down. Yes, sir.
Recruits are required to make a phone call to a family member or their recruiter to let them know they've arrived.
This is Recruit Hatcher. I've arrived safely at Parris Island. Please do not send any food or bulky items.
They're only allowed to read the script printed for them inside the phone bank.
Wait, what? This is a recruit, blah, blah, blah. I have arrived safely at Parris Island. Also interesting that it's on an island so that they can't escape, or what? Probably, right? Because you really want to escape from such a place. It's probably one of the worst places on Earth. Please don't send any food or bulky items. I will contact you in 7 to 9 days by letter with my new address. Thank you for your support. Goodbye for now. Oh my fucking god, man.
I will contact you in 7 to 9 days by letter with my new address. Thank you for your support. Goodbye for now.
Yes, sir.
Get in the class. Hey, sir.
You can't even communicate with your family because your family could pull you back into reality, into a somewhat normal life as an outside slave. It's better because, again, you're supposed to be made into a robot who just says, yes, sir. Whatever you say, yes, sir. That's what you do through very extreme trauma. This place is supposed to traumatize them. And make no mistake, the people who created this place know exactly what they are doing. They understand human biology, psychology. They know exactly how to tear you down. They teach the guys to abuse you and traumatize you and to make you into this machine. And then you're disconnected from your loved ones, family. You come back like a robot. You can't connect to anybody anymore. If you go into the so-called war, these missions, you're completely messed up in the head because of what you saw and experienced. Yeah, look at all the trauma and what these people do to themselves after all of this. At the statistics, do any of them live a happy and healthy life? Almost none of them. Come on, what do you expect?
Recruits are given 3 chances to get someone on the line.
Sir, my recruit is not answering, sir.
Call him again.
You are at these 3
And by the way, this is what you see on camera. It's for the show, documentary. Think about what happens behind the scenes. There's tons of stories about people who try to join the Marines, for example. You get spit on, your face is put into pit and shit and whatnot. Read it anywhere you want. There's thousands of stories like this. Because it's supposed to destroy you.
Not every recruit is able to make a connection.
If there's no answer, hang it up and close it.
What's also funny and I suppose sort of hypocritical is also that most of what is done in these places is illegal on the outside. But that's how it is with a lot of stuff. And the military itself and what they do.
Serial killers do on a small scale what governments do on a large one. Killing is killing, whether done for duty, profit, or fun.
It's all illegal technically, but it's fine as long as you work for the government. And what's done to these people, you would get 10 years in prison for doing what they do to these people. But here it's okay.
Aye, sir.
But they won't have long to dwell on it. The Marine Corps Recruit Depot in Parris Island sits on 8,000 acres of the South Carolina Low Country. It's one of 2 enlisted recruit depots in the United States. The other is in San Diego, where only male recruits are trained. Around 20,000 recruits graduate from Parris Island every year before joining the more than 108.
Yeah, there you go. That's what they are creating. Kills, by definition. People who are trained how to obey orders to kill other people. That's the very main purpose of it. Yeah, what else can you say? It just says everything, the images.
80,000 Marines actively serving today.
Yeah, you can call them Marines, use whatever words that you want to. At the end of the day, these are mass and they always will be. Serial killers, that's what they are. And no matter what other titles you give them, they will always be the same, because that's what they do.
We take young men and women from all walks of life, all cultures. Maybe they were rich, maybe they were poor. They've got different religious backgrounds. They are the melting pot of America. And they come here with one common goal, and that's to be a United States Marine.
Parris Island, South Carolina. Here, everyday Americans become Marines, the toughest fighting men in the world.
Male recruits have been trained at Parris Island since 1915. Female recruits began to train there in 1949.
They already don't feel worthy, so when they go to this place and somebody screams at them, they abuse them, it's as if they kind of feel like they deserve it. They deserve this kind of a life, this kind of a treatment. So that's the kind of mentality you need to have to even get to this kind of place, because nobody who thinks anything of themselves, anything good, would actually go to a place to be screamed at and tortured. My point is that you need this kind of starting mentality to even go to this place, and then say yes sir to whatever they say and get screamed at, and you really believe that you deserve this.
Today, females comprise under 25% of recruits at Parris Island and approximately 8% of the United States Marine Corps, the lowest percentage of any United States military branch. A recruit's day begins before the sun comes up. Their typical wake-up call is 0400 or 4 a.m.
Also, sleep deprivement, of course. Easier to control people. More stress. Wow.
Recruits endure an intense series of physical challenges.
4-3. Am I hearing that right? 4-3.
Yes, sir.
Fail.
Some recruits arrive in better shape than others.
Some never did anything more than sit on a couch as a couch potato, and some may have been collegiate athletes. So there's a vast spread of what their athletic fitness and ability is.
Much of their training happens here, in Leatherneck Square, where a series of intimidating obstacles comprise the confidence course.
At least they don't train with weights by lifting and pushing weights, dumbbells, some kind of bars. Maybe they also do that, but at least it's a bit more useful for their job, which is stupid and useless in the end, but I'm just saying it at least makes sense what they are training for, which is their own death in the end.
No, I'm tired of watching you freaking fail. You failed this a bit. No, grab your canteen and go. You failed this event.
May I answer that one more time, sir?
What did I just say?
Aye, sir.
What did I just say?
Aye, sir.
Go!
Aye, sir.
The training program is progressive in nature.
One of the most dreaded parts of training is the gas chamber, where recruits are exposed to CS gas, more commonly known as tear gas. Once the recruits enter the chamber, they break the seals of their gas masks.
You go in, you feel it, instantly hit your skin, you just feel burning.
Say something to me now!
Feels like those few minutes felt like an hour.
After around 5 minutes, the recruits are freed. But the pain endures.
Definitely, you thank God for fresh air. It's really nice to be able to breathe in and not feel an instant burning sensation.
Gas chamber is important because it builds confidence. Confidence in the gear, confidence in the drill.
Confidence in the drill sergeant or instructor, whatever he was gonna say. Confidence. You mean fear. So you're afraid of the people who are abusing you. What confidence, man? Oh my god, what if he's gonna even say respect? But at least he didn't, because that would be the most delusional thing on earth. Seeing as you know that they hate you, right? The ones you're abusing. They all hate you, the instructors, severely.
And then confidence in themselves.
Now, start one!
Ready, one.
According to the Corps, every Marine is first and foremost a rifleman.
Again, they will use any word except for rifleman. Just anything, even though it doesn't make any sense. Especially when you talk about a woman, a rifleman, whatever. They just don't want to use the word.
Recruits spend the bulk of 2 weeks devoted to marksmanship.
A marksmanship instead of learning how to people. They can't say it.
Friends and family see their new Marines for the first time in more than 3 months.
Families that come down for graduation day that haven't seen their son or daughter in about 3 months immediately notice not only a physical but an intangible difference.
Yeah, because they are not their children anymore. Part of them is gone. They don't recognize them anymore.
When they walk across that parade deck on training day 70 and they graduate, they're no longer recruits, they're Marines.
Yeah, they are the soldiers of the United States officially. In reality, more so of although both countries are created by the same people anyway.
Meanwhile, in the barracks of Lima Company,
I'm talking to you. Aye, sir. Are these riggers right there? Aye, sir. All that trash out. Aye, sir.
brand new recruits diligently square away their racks before being warmly welcomed by their senior drill instructor.
Stand up straight and look at me. Our mission is to train each one of you to become a United States Marine. Discipline and spirit are the hallmarks of a Marine. We will give every effort to train you, even after some of you have given up on yourself. Starting now, you will treat me and all other Marines with the highest respect. Physical.
There it comes, respect. Because that's what they really believe. But the only way that you can respect somebody naturally, there's no other way anyway, is if they treat you really well. If you look up to them, you respect that they are good looking, tall, but even if they are and they abuse you, and there are none here obviously, because they are there for a reason, then you would still not respect them. You could have the best looking guy on earth, the tallest one, but if they abuse you all the time, torture you, then you're gonna very severely disrespect them. So what he's talking about, and what a lot of people confuse, is fear and respect. Oh, they fear them for sure. They are afraid of themselves basically after so much trauma. They don't even know who they are basically. And they are afraid of the consequences if they don't do what they are told. That's basic. Fear is basically the opposite of respect. So that they are delusional enough to believe that they are going to respect them says everything about them. These instructors themselves don't even understand really fully what's going on.
Or verbal abuse by any Marine or recruit will not be tolerated.
Wait, no abuse will be tolerated? Oh my god, what a joke of a video. Fuck, man. What a comedian. Fucking guy.
Drill sergeant, I will be with you every day. Everywhere you go, you must give 100% of yourself at all times. Above all else, never quit or give up. We offer you the challenge of recruit training and the opportunity to earn the title United States Marine. Yes!
Wow, I had never seen a video like this. I had seen the movie, what was it called? Full Metal Jacket or something by Stanley Kubrick ages ago. I was a child, it must have been over 20 years ago. I never actually watched this kind of documentary style video about it, where they actually show what happens. Sort of, like I said, behind the scenes, way worse stuff happens if you ever disrespect them, even in the slightest way, which you do anyway, but you don't show it as a slave robot, then they will do incredibly bad stuff to you. I really recommend that some people actually read about it. Also what happens to women in these places, seeing as if they sometimes have missions together later on, and the men are of course deprived from women, I guess you could say, naturally, then, well, I don't need to say it, you understand what happens. But that's also because of how abused and traumatized they are, partly. The way it all goes down. You're not going to talk about the details here on YouTube, obviously. I already restricted myself a lot in this video. I would have said even way more on a different platform. Yeah, but you just need to look at it from the outside. On the inside, when you're there, because you're being traumatized, you don't get it. The instructors clearly, obviously also don't get it because they expect the people to respect them, which is never going to happen. They're always going to disrespect you. They're going to hate you, actually. And that will never go away. No matter what you do outside of there, if you ever meet, they're always going to hate you for what you did to them. To expect respect from them is way beyond delusional. You're completely disconnected from nature and reality. Human psychology, biology, everything. You're a robot yourself. That's why you expect to get respect, because that's impossible. That's never gonna happen. But my only point is that on the outside, when you look at it the way we did now, if you're somewhat sane at least, then you right away see what's going on there. And it's just some of the most severe abuse and torture on Earth, which again is kind of funny because it's legal to do that there, but then outside of the place, it's illegal to do it. But a lot of stuff happens behind closed doors. I don't think that that's a secret to anybody. Thanks for watching, guys.